He's dead. He's dead.
There's a lot of guys.
Oh shit.
There's a lot of cars.
Go, 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 go. Go to the crate. Go to the crate. I mean, ah! Whoa, shit!
Holy no!
What's up, you sexy mofos? What's up, fam? It's been a long time since I've made an actual guide. The last one that I did was about 2 years ago. It was an Arma 3 Battle Royale guide. So I thought, why not dive into Battlegrounds for the first month, see what we can come up with, and maybe help out some more of the fam learn the game. Now, I always like to start with the disclaimer that, hey, I'm not the best player in the world. I'm certainly not the worst. But I searched on YouTube, all over YouTube, for guides, for Battleground guides. And the most that I found were 40-minute long videos, people playing rounds while they're talking about the game, but not really showing as much. Now, I'm going to try to do my best to show you guys everything in the game as a newbie. So this guide is just for people that are just starting to learn the game, not for intermediate or advanced players. This game is just so much fun. I mean, it's not as serious as Arma 3 Battle Royale, but it can get super competitive once you get into Final Circles. Speaking of Final Circle, I've played the game for just over a month now, so I'm going to try my best to get each and every one of you in Final Circle. I've decided to break the guide down into 3 different sections: loot spawns, car spawns, and of course preparing for Final Circle, knowing where you are on the map, predicting the circle shrinks, and lastly, what you're going to need to win in those final circle battles. Alright, so let's get started with the map and loot and of course your initial spawn. When I played the beta last weekend, the way that it was set up was that the plane would take a trajectory as it took off. So you'd have a trajectory of either from one corner to the other, north to south, east to west, and you had the ability to eject anytime you wanted out of the plane. Now the red spots on the map are mostly military style loot. High risk, high reward. You'll usually end up with maybe a chance, a possibility of a rank 3 vest, a rank 3 helmet, and a rank 3 backpack, which is really, really important, I think. Even scopes. Scopes are super, super important in the game. Now when I've marked, the yellows are usually the average loot. When I say average, I mean things like pump action shotguns, M16A4, which is only a burst or single shotgun, not completely fully auto, AKs, and sometimes the possibility of finding a sniper rifle. In the red areas, however, you'd have a better chance of finding a SCAR, maybe an M416, which both of them seem the same to me because their recoil is really, really low once you put all the attachments on them. And of course, the possibility of getting a ×8 scope is definitely a big plus. I think at the moment the ×15 scope is a crate only scope, so I just wanted to put that out there before I forgot about it. This is subject to change, of course, because the game is in beta at the moment. Now that we've got the loot out of the way, let's talk about car spawns. Cars will usually spawn around roads. It's basically random all around the map. If you find yourself next to a road, there's a strong possibility that you'll actually run into a car. Oh, they're gonna try to get the buggy. I'm gonna take you over there, you take the buggy. Okay? Get in. You take the buggy.
Run him over.
Take the buggy, and then we both run him over. How about that?
Okay, okay.
Go. Get the buggy. Here we go. This is you. Nice. I got one.
Nice.
2 kills.
Easy.
I think it's extremely important in the beginning of the round to have a car at your disposal because you never know where the initial circle is going to spawn and you might have to drive from one end of the map to the other. Also, I would strongly recommend picking up as many gas cans as possible as you can fit in your backpack because a car in Final Circle is going to be absolutely key. And I don't mean just for cover, but I'll talk about that later on in the guide. There's 3 different cars at the moment in the game: the Dacia, the Buggy, and the UAZ. Now, if it was up to me, I would definitely pick the Dacia every single time because it is the fastest game in the car at the moment. But there is a freaking bug with the UAZ where if someone hits you, if they have a UAZ and they actually hit you and you're in another vehicle like a Dacia or a Buggy, they can potentially just hit you one time, kick you out of the car, and then kill you. Oh, I killed one. I killed both of them.
Nice.
I killed, see, that's okay. So this is the bug, dude. This is the bug. This car kills people when you hit them with it.
Hilarious.
So I don't know, somebody did it to me and I ended up obviously using that stupid bug and I did it to other people as well. It's in the game at the moment and I really, really hope that they take it out very soon. Oh my god, he knocked me out by just running me, like hitting the car. And Alright, let's talk about vehicles and how you can use them as cover in certain situations and firefights, especially the handbrake. I would strongly recommend driving around using the handbrake and getting used to the drift. Gotcha. Learning to use your vehicle for cover is the most important thing that I can teach you about vehicles. Also, it's extremely important to know that certain vehicles will not give you full cover. You might think you have full cover, but you can get your toe shot off pretty easy. That fucking... Got him. All right, now that we've got looting and vehicles out of the way, let's talk about combining both of them, and let's talk about strategies and making it to Final Circle. Now, you might have all the agility, the speed, and the reflexes of a cat, but when it comes to PlayerUnknown's Battleground strategies, you're gonna need knowledge. That's right, so let's start with the basics, guys. Now, I've said this before in my Battle Royale guide as well. If you're going to loot in major cities and military areas, always close doors behind you, because if you don't, it's gonna be a lot easier for people to find you, track you, and eventually kill you. There we go. Shit. In my opinion, it's just so much easier to let others do the looting and then just stalk them quietly, wait for that opportune moment, and then kill them for everything. I'd like to give out a small caveat now before we get into the next section, because when the first circle spawns in, a lot of people are usually outside the circle, and what I like to do sometimes is set up roadblocks for people that are coming in, and where this might work for some people, it might not work for you. So it's not for everyone, but I certainly like to use it sometimes to set up traps and take out big teams right off the get-go. Hey, kudos to the last guy. He actually tried to rush me. But team of 4, you got wrecked! And speaking of teams, honestly, I'm just saying this as a reminder to myself. Even though sometimes you might be playing on a solo server, you will absolutely run into teams there. There's always some shitty scumbags that are trying to ruin the experience for all the other good people in the game. Or trying to get the upper hand because they just suck at it. Alright, let's get back to the strategies, guys. The way that it's set up at the moment is that the electricity or the gas, whatever you want to call it, starts to move every 2 minutes. So at every shrink, you have an additional 2 minutes to either loot or go more towards the center of the circle. Honestly though, I have not been able to predict the circle as well as I do in Arma. So in my experience, what I've realized is that a lot of people find a house or a compound somewhere in the middle of the circle and then just camp. Yes, I've been raped physically, mentally, emotionally by freaking campers in the game. Oh my god, there was a dude in the bathroom again! Why is there so many people in bathrooms taking giant turns on me? What? What? If you're planning on using this strategy all the way to the end, I would strongly recommend the S686 because it's a double barrel under over shotgun. Put a choke on it and it will absolutely annihilate anything within 10 to 20 yards. Now, if you're lucky enough to find an LMG, especially towards Final Circle, don't be afraid to unleash hell on cars. An LMG in this game absolutely shreds cars. Also, the M416 is another amazing gun to have in Final Circle. It has little to no recoil, and with the right scope, it can be an absolute asset in Final Circle. What? 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 Did I hit a gas tank? Now, if you guys remember, I talked about having a car in Final Circle. Now, this strategy has worked out fairly well for me. Now, when I say fairly, I mean there's a slim chance of me actually winning the round by just driving around in my car and waiting for other people to shoot at me so that they can be spotted by others who then kill them. Oh, there's a guy right there! In the bushes! It seems complicated, but it really isn't. You can use the car for cover and at the same time run people over too. Oh, he's dead. Look at all these people popping out of the bushes and shit. 4 to go. And there you have it. Final Circle. Easy peasy. Just drive around like a maniac, running people over. Last two Final Circles do way too much damage, so there's no way that you're going to be able to flank outside the electricity or the gas. There's a lot of good real estate spread out throughout the map, so it makes it much easier to just sit in a house or compound for Final Circle. Now, of course, if there's nothing to hide in Final Circle, you better hug your closest tree or bush. Let's face it, guys, in the end, it's gonna come down to what gun you're most comfortable with, and that's something that I can't teach, but with a little bit of time, patience, and practice, you'll eventually get to taste that delicious, you got wrecked chicken dinner. We won! Yes! We got the fucking chicken! Undefeated, boys! Undefeated! Battle Royale, aka Battlegrounds, is just so much fun. It's simple, it's complicated, it's everything. It is a gestalt of a brand new gaming era, a generation that loves competitive gaming. And I just wanted to take this opportunity to leave a message for the admins and the developers of the game. Please pay attention to your game. Don't let this game go down the toilet. Do not allow hackers to come in and ruin the experience for all of us. If you want this game and the community to grow in a positive light, you have to be super strict and put the ban hammer down as soon as you see the cheaters in the game. Even if it's a streamer with a huge following, just destroy them. Well, that's it for this episode. I really hope that you guys enjoyed the guide. It took a seriously long time to make and a lot of hard work went into this. I hope you found it fun and informative, and if you did, please be sure to support the channel. Give the video a thumbs up. Let's see if we can get this video up to 200 likes, guys. And if you're new to the channel and you want to be part of the fam, please be sure to hit that subscribe button.
Hey, Poopy Bear! Poopy Queen!
Dude, gunfights in this game are dope, man.
Open it up!
You thought the video was over. Not quite. I wanted to do a very special giveaway for one beta key for PLAYERUNKNOW'S Battlegrounds for all the people that stayed to the end. This is something that I didn't want to announce in the beginning of the video because I figured only the fam, only the closest fam that has supported me all this time from the start is going to stay till the end. So here you go, guys. Little reward from me to you guys, and also hitting a fucking benchmark. 2,000 subscribers. For me, that's a dream. I never even thought of 2K when I made my first shitty video. So here we are, 2K subscribers almost, and I'm gonna be doing this beta key giveaway on Livestream Live. But in order for you to enter the beta key giveaway, you got to make sure that number one, you like the video. Number two, you're subscribed to the channel. I'm gonna check. All you have to do is write in the comments what your favorite gun is, hashtag beta key. That's it. Put your favorite gun in there, hashtag beta key, and you are entered to win. The next time I go live, I'm gonna look at all the comments and I'm gonna pick one randomly. I also wanna take this opportunity, guys, to thank you for everything that you do. All of my top Ds like Sampo, Grumpgut, Stinger, Sullivan. Also, thank you so much for giving away so many of the beta keys on my stream. I really, really appreciate it. Guys, thank you so much to all of you that have been here from the start, that have shown so much love and support that it's crazy. I never would have imagined 2K. All right, well, this time I'm really ending the video. Stay strong in here, up here, and I'll see you. Where's your boyfriend now? Kneel before Zod, bitch. Kneel before Zod!